Hey guys, and welcome back to Banjo-Kazooie. You caught a glimpse of it before, but now it's time for the real thing. This is Gobi's Valley. You gotta have a sandy level in a 3D platformer, and most of the time it's Egyptian themed. So Rare basically thought to themselves, you know what, fuck it, we'll play up the stereotypes, every single one, and it may not be my favourite level in the game, but I would definitely put it in top 5. The music's bombastic, it's a massive sweeping level. There's a few dickish things here and there, but that doesn't really detract from the overall enjoyment. Helldragon, name another Egyptian-themed level in a video game, go.
Power Slave. Okay, well that was a game, but same thing. oh, and Serious Sam, but that was also a game, so same thing.
Richie?
There was that really annoying chapter in Sticker Star, which was based around a pyramid, and I hated every single minute of it.
Well, that's not a 3D platformer, and for Mario you could have gone for Shifting Sandland in Super Mario 64?
Yes.
Yeah, but that wasn't shit.
Well, no, and also, that is its actual name, right? I get that confused so many times with all the levels.
It's something like that. I mean, there's also Dusty Dune Desert.
Yes, okay. I actually got very lucky here. That trapdoor I seem to remember closing a lot faster. Like, on 0, or even 1, it was already closing.
Jeez.
A quirk of emulation, or just the gods smiling down on me. I won't poo-poo, or look a gift horse in the mouth, so to speak. Don't ask me how collecting a Jiggy drains water out of a pyramid, by the way. I didn't design the game.
It's fine, it's Grunty's magic.
Yeah, if you see any emulation quirks throughout the course of this playthrough, it's just Gruntilda working her awful black magic.
Yeah, a wizard did it.
Yeah, literally. Mums, I would honestly recommend using the Wonder Wing on, because otherwise you can put them down, but I'm pretty sure they'll keep getting back up. The music is so stereotypical and Egyptian themed. I can't help but actually love it. Like, unironically love it, because it's just like so unabashed in how stereotypical it is.
Well, I mean, it's doing it from a very cartoony perspective. That's fine, you know, just don't get offended by it, is what I'm saying.
No, I'm not. It's like a Scooby-Doo kind of thing. See ya, bitch. This is mine now.
Oh, the poor hand was crying.
2 jiggies already, and we're not even 3 minutes in. That's what we call efficiency.
Well, yeah, until the point where you've got another 20-odd minutes of parts to go.
We call those filler sections of playthroughs, boys and girls.
I'm trying to remember what's, okay. Because you can't step in, like, the liquidy sand, because there's, like, sand eels, I think they call them, which is... Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Well, it was either that or just say, ouch, this sand is really fucking hard.
That would have made more sense than sand eels that kick you out because they don't want you waiting around their sand.
They're just very protective, I guess. Speaking of, like, Egyptian-themed sand levels, it seems like 9 times out of 10 that's what you're going to get if it's a sand level, because, again, Shifting Sandland or whatever it's called, you know what, I'll just look it up now while I blather. You know, 9 times out of 10 it is Egyptian-themed. It's very rare to, you know, find a non-stereotypical Egyptian-themed sand level. I mean, going back to one of the Gex games, I know that definitely had, like, a level filled with, like, Egyptians and hieroglyphics and stuff. Crash 3, Warped, definitely did.
I mean, I guess it just brings us back to the whole thing of nobody's original anymore and never really was. So, it's just the way the cookie crumbles, really.
Shifting Sandland was indeed its name.
Okay, you're eating the time while you're opening the door. Come on, that's not even cool.
Yeah, I hate games that do that, but not Banjo, because I'm a hypocrite. Yeah, take that guy out. You don't want to do like a memory match kind of puzzle with that guy going, ugh.
Oh, and this memory match puzzle has a time limit as well, doesn't it?
Every minigame, pretty much in Banjo-Kazooie, has a time limit, mate, yeah.
Oh.
So this ancient pyramid has a picture of Banjo and Kazooie ahead of time, thus basically prophesizing their united stance. I don't know where that unite word was going, I apologize.
I got the gist of it, that's all that counts.
Thank you.
Don't worry, by the way, this isn't RNG, it's the same pattern every time. It comes in very useful when you're trying to do retakes. Feather there, feather here. Banjo and another Banjo. I don't know why he has a Texan accent in Diddy Kong Racing. I guess they were figuring out the lore of Banjo at the time.
Well, I mean, I think it's the same for pretty much most of the characters that turned up in Diddy Kong Racing, because wasn't Conker there as well, but it was Conker from the early version of Conker's Bad Fur Day before he became so foul-mouthed.
Yeah, the Conker that would have been in 12 Tales.
Yeah.
I think there was also like a cancelled Game Boy Color Conker game. I remember seeing screenshots of that.
No, I think that came out.
Really?
Yeah, I believe so. Unless, of course, I probably may be mistaken, but I am thinking it did come out. But nobody's ever really touched it.
Well, whenever you say nobody's touched it, it probably has a sizable fan base, but if it's not in Helldragon's...
Sizable video base on YouTube, definitely.
Oh, perfect for ad revenue. Rare games, gimme that dollar.
Ah, magic carpets.
I can show you the world, Richie. There's bits of it here, there's bits of it there. There's a camel here, that's part of the world, I guess.
I mean, it's incredibly fitting for magic carpets because very recently, at the time of recording this commentary, it was the 25th anniversary for Aladdin, I believe.
Uh-huh.
And they've released the Diamond Edition of the film, which has got all sorts of extras.
We're talking about the Disney animated film and not the Broadway show.
Well, I mean, the Broadway show is based on the Disney film.
Yeah. What I love about that is Jonathan Freeman, who voices Jafar, actually plays Jafar in the Broadway show.
Yeah, that's pretty good, I gotta admit.
Yeah. Very crucial that, well, I'm probably being a bit overdramatic with this, but I would honestly recommend you drain the water in the moat before you do anything else in Gobi's Valley. I can't stress enough how annoying it can be to miss a jump onto those narrow platforms and just go tumbling down.
Oh yeah, the camel is called Gobi, isn't he? So this is basically his entire valley.
Yeah, so let's just shit on his seniority, and boom, there we go. Sorry, this palm tree needs it more.
Am I correct in thinking that Gobi turns up in another level?
Yes, you are. The abuse never ends in Banjo-Kazooie.
So Gobi gets chased out of his own level, and then he's going to get chased out of wherever he goes next. It's just like, Banjo, you're such a dick.
And it doesn't end there, because in Banjo-Tooie they do the same fucking thing.
Oh, they're so mean.
Well, you know, he has stuff we want, so according to video game lore, you gotta die, son. This is Jinxie the Sphinx that we're climbing here. Don't worry, we'll have a good chin whack with him soon enough.
They gave this thing a name?
Well, why wouldn't he? He's animate, he can talk, he has eyes, ears, a clogged up nose, much like myself.
Okay, well, yeah, saying he has eyes, everything in this game has eyes. I'm surprised the notes here don't have eyes.
That's a good... That would be really disconcerting if every individual note had googly eyes.
No, make like everything in the game has eyes. Like, absolutely everything. The feathers have eyes, you know, the eggs have eyes, things like that.
Well, they do in, like, the very first time you pick them up, you know, that little bit of a flavour text, but beyond that, no. I think that for collectibles, like, outside of jiggies and notes that you're picking up basically 24/7, that would be a bit overkill.
That reminds me of that Family Guy joke where, I had something to do, I don't know, it was like a toilet training video, and then the toilet is like, I eat your poo!
Charming. Not really sure what that has to do with collecting feathers and whatnot, but...
It's about talking items with eyes on them.
Whatever makes you happy, I guess. Okay. I have never in my life refused an offer from a talking sphinx to go inside it before, and I'm not going to start now.
At least this time the Sphinx is being straightforward. Usually the other times they would ask you a stupid riddle you'd have to guess.
Yeah. It's man, by the way. It's always man.
Are you sure? Well, maybe if you got a different riddle, I'd be a bit more confused.
Oh god, the Greek myth that follows on from the Sphinx's riddle. Oh, it just gets so dark.
Okay, lay it on us.
I will have to just 100% check...
Paraphrase it if need be, mate.
Bits, because... Oh, just the memories. Oh, yes, that's it. So, Oedipus is the one who answers the Sphinx's riddle. And obviously, anybody who knows about Oedipus knows that, basically, because he gets the Sphinx's riddle correct, he is allowed to marry any woman he wants. And so he accidentally marries his mother.
Yeah.
Because he loved his mother.
Well, it's basically because there was a prophecy from, I think it's Laertes or something. I can't remember.
Laertes.
Shakespeare, it's fine. So his father, there's a prophecy that their child will kill him, so they send the child away as far as possible so that he can't... Actually, I think it's that he will sleep with his mother and disaster will fall.
Yeah, on the house.
So they send him away so that it can never happen. Unfortunately, because he doesn't know who his mum and dad are, he ends up running away from his adopted mum and dad so that he doesn't kill his father and sleep with his mother.
Oh boy.
Only to actually end up in the place where he was originally born, and then ends up sleeping with his mother and killing his father.
And then he puts his eyes out with pins.
Yes, once he realises, and then he ends up going and dying, and then his daughter also ends up dying, and his sons end up dying, and everyone basically dies.
Fucking hell, Greek myths, calm it down. Why does everyone have to die all the time?
And they gave, Oedipus a really raw deal here. You're gonna fuck your mom, kid. I don't want to do that. Too bad. Haha, Zeus wills it, I guess.
Yeah, it's tragic. Just the way you described it made it sound like a sitcom. I don't know, I have a warped sense of humour, I guess. The Ancient Ones. Weird how they look like Banjo. Read into that how you will. The Banjo lore only goes back about roughly 20 years or so with Grunty's Revenge, I believe. Now, you may be wondering why it goes back that amount of time in the middle of the series. There's time travel involved.
Ah, good.
You didn't ask, but I'm telling you now.
Well, it's fine. It's a platformer with magic in it. Yeah, why not try time travel? Let's just go with it.
You asshole, you promised me a way to defeat Grunty, but all you can give me is a jiggy. Although, if you were to take his words at face value, he was telling you the truth. More jiggies, more progress.
Take that, Sky.
I love the matte painting of all the pyramids in the background. It's just a way to get around the limitations of the draw distance, I guess. You will see some fade in from time to time, and that's not the emulator. Banjo-Kazooie, as technically impressive as it is still on an N64 at the end of the day. And unlike Tui, it does not use the the add-on pack, the expansion pack. That's the one.
Yeah.
Similar games like Majora's Mask would use that kind of thing. Hello, Gobi. Nice to see you again, mate.
Get out. Stop eating all the shit I need and you wouldn't be having this problem.
Seriously.
Well, the last time he was just having a drink in this very dry desert, and now he needs food. So he's just having a bit of honey. What's the problem?
He ate a ring, not actual honey. He ate the metaphorical representation of honey.
Yeah. That was so jammy, by the way. I took damage, and 2 seconds later, I got a health upgrade, so instant free health refill. That door that was by Gobi, by the way, is also the entrance to a secret. Keep an eye out for that in the extras part.
God, Tom, you're becoming me, just having everything, hidden until the extras.
Oh yeah. You're a terrible, terrible influence, Richie. Oh wow, this thing's shaped like Kazooie as well. The lore just thickens. Not even deepens, just thickens. It's like a cake that's gone wrong.
It'll probably end up having a soggy bottom in the end.
Oh, fuck off with your Great British Bake Off bollocks. It's all about MasterChef the professionals or nothing.
Oh, come on. Bake Off is wonderful.
The Hell Dragon has no idea what we're on about.
I'm just here.
I'm here to look pretty. This guy would not pass the censors nowadays.
No, he wouldn't.
Is this guy an actual human?
He's some variety of creature, and he's wearing a turban, and he's doing a very stereotypical, Indian accent. That's sure as shit in Egyptian.
Oh my good god, he is.
He's wearing a dumpling.
That creature that's next to him, by the way, actually does show up in the next game. He's King Jingling's pet. King Jingling being the king of the Gingers. They are ruled by a lazy, if benevolent, leader.
Well, isn't that the same with, like, most random races that are incredibly powerful? Their leader is kind of basically borderline useless.
Pretty much.
Shouldn't you be censoring this?
What, farting eggs into a basket?
In a few places that would be censored, yes.
Going up? Of course he's a snake charmer.
It's Long Snake.
You know what is fascinating?
Mm-hmm.
That snake's head looks remarkably like the design for the dinosaur in The Good Dinosaur. That's Pixar's film that comes out soonish, I think.
I saw the first trailer for that. It looked promising. I've heard tell that there's a bit more of the wackiness that you can come to expect from Pixar and more modern DreamWorks films in later trailers.
Well, we'll just have to see how it goes, really, won't we? Two
I
Pixar
guess.
films in a year, it's like Christmas.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, Inside Out turned out pretty good, supposedly, so who
Inside
knows?
Out was excellent.
That's what I hear.
I know what I'm putting on my birthday to watch list. I think I'll mention this in Leighton, but that's what I do. I save a bunch of films because I'm so sad and such a shut-in. Now I just binge watch them on my special day. That's November 24th, by the way, if you want to shout at me without revenue.
Mine is December 10th.
Mine is January the 7th.
Huh.
So we're gonna go in order here.
Yeah, I actually kind of like that.
And then we find out that Mexie's birthday's in, like, April.
It's not even like part of the year. It's like in a different dimension or something. You went so fast, he stopped having a birthday.
Yeah, I skipped my birthday to save time, because, you know, it creates a lot of events you can't really skip over.
No clip to the next year. Brilliant. You can do this before, putting all the water into the moat, but it's much harder because, as you can see, the platforms are getting narrower and narrower. And, yeah, those are fawns down there, so excuse my earlier mistake. I said it was hot sand. I was wrong.
Well, it still hurts you with a sharp, hot stabbing pain.
Just like my ex-wife. Okay, good. Let's just collect the collectibles and we can be on our merry way.
It's kind of odd that you've got the sharp thorns that you would have fallen into, and yet you can quite happily swim right next to them when you're down here now.
They're soggy.
Because that makes things less sharp.
Just roll with it. And there we go. One thing I actually forgot to mention in Freeze Easy Peak, and sorry, I was gushing about the level, so whatever, I guess. Ooh. Oh, there's so much to talk about, but there's like more stuff coming, and fuck it, I'll talk about it anyway. There are two unused level themes in Freeze Easy Peak that you actually cannot hear normally at all. And there's one where you're swimming underwater as Banjo-Kazooie, and if you were paying attention, you can't do that. And there's also an underwater theme for Waz's Cave. Again, you're the walrus when that happens. And the walrus, he just has the normal Freeze Easy Peak music, or the normal Waz's Cave music.
That's really weird.
Yeah. Oh god, I dreaded coming in here as a child, because number one, you have to find the Gruntilda switch. Number two, it's instant death if the time runs out.
Oh, that's good.
They weren't kidding about Sandy Buck's curse, man.
Well, I mean, at least the timer has the decency to stop whilst the switch is doing its business.
Oh my god, yeah. Kind of abrupt, like, change. The music just goes, dun it, and then that's it.
Yo, fuck you and your curse.
I timed this perfectly, so I get into the tomb, I get all the notes, the last Ginger is here, and we're also going to get the last Jiggy of the level 2.
You've won the prize! Oh my god!
What's that from?
That's from that JonTron review of Birdemic.
Okay. It was okay, not one of his best. Do the dance! Hell yeah, sacrilege. Thank you, thank you.
And then the lid just closes on him forever.
Funk. I was actually pretty happy with that. Gobi's Valley took me a fair bit of time to route correctly.
I mean, it's got a lot of constituent parts which you need to kind of do in order to do all this stuff, and then it's also quite a big area, to be honest.
Yeah, only in terms of scope. It's like very compact areas. You have like the pyramids, and you got Jinxie. Obviously, the little oasis. I would say the hardest level for me to route is the one in the next part, actually, Mad Monster Mansion, because I forget whether it's geometrically or geographically, whatever the fuck that word is pronounced like.
Geographically?
Thank you, Richie. Thank God one of us knows how to speak English here. Geographically, the largest area in the game.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so lots of like fawn mazes, lots of like twists and turns. You'll see in the next part. Got a little bit to do before we get to that point, though. So let's deal with the mums and all the other threats that come before then. Now, you see, I missed that pad, but I played it off so I could get this thing, and that makes me the victor.
Smooth, Tom, smooth.
Collect this jiggy if you're so great.
Please forgive Tom. We make him play games wrong as a joke.
Yeah, that's it. I played Splatoon badly as a joke. I love having excuses. It just makes it so much easier on myself.
You're not the first LPer to have them.
Really. But it's so weird being this deep in Gruntilda's lair and still hearing bits and pieces of Teddy Bear's Picnic.
Well, I mean, it is bizarre, particularly considering it's such a childhood classic song that doesn't have really that many creepy tones unless you start putting it in creepy situations.
Well, you can do that with any sort of innocent children's song. I'm pretty sure people have done that with, like, oh, I love you, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, also the fact that, so, Age of Ultron, There Are No Strings on Me, with Ultron, that was genius bit of marketing.
Another film I have to put on my to-watch list? I know exactly what the public consensus is.
It's alright.
Ain't gonna deter me, baby. I'm gonna watch it regardless. Do you know what the name for those mines are, by the way? I think I may have brought it up in a previous part, but fuck it, we've got like 3 minutes to kill, so I'm saying it again.
And what would it be?
Shrapnel.
Shrapnel.
Genius! And I believe you mentioned in a previous part, Richie, about how the unlocking things for levels are sometimes a fair bit away from the levels themselves. This is like the first instance of that happening properly, I believe.
Yeah, we've travelled quite a distance, and I'm not quite sure how you were meant to know that this is the direction you need to go to get to the next level.
Also, I apologise in advance. There's a little bit of platforming to get to the Switch, and I flubbed it once or twice. I was doing so well, I didn't want to edit around it. Fuck. Take 2.
So basically what you're saying is that Banjo needed Spyro's hover tool, or basically just a way of grabbing onto ledges.
Yeah, these are always the bits in Banjo, like platforming-wise, that did me in, like having to jump round to another platform. There's stuff like this in the final level of the game, and a little bit dickish. I have skills, guys. I'm not just bad at games 24/7.
No, that would be other people's jobs.
Yeah. Like yours.
Well, I wouldn't know. I don't record much things for the channel.
True. But when you do, it's fabulous, darling.
You're right. It is beautiful. Much like myself.
Boo!
This beautiful house that can now be yours.
Did I get you with that jump scare? I'm good at those. Mad Monster Mansion abbreviated. It's the end of the part, cut me some slack.
Mamomo. No, Mamoma.
I fought X in your general direction. Wow, we're derpy. This is actually the end of a recording session for us.
Yes, definitely, and also, you can tell that just the tiredness is setting in, and...
Yeah.
Fun fact, I actually, for the first time, watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail recently.
Really?
Yes.
I thought that's like a rite of passage for people in the UK, like you have to watch it.
Yeah, you'd think so, it just hadn't happened, but I finally watched it and I'm very glad I did.
Good. Another such famous catchphrases and skits from them.
No!
Cut down this thing with a herring and so on and so forth. Okay, I think we've bastardized that film enough. Let's just head on over to Mad Monster Mansion so I can finally stop fucking talking. It's been about 3 hours.
You can stop at any time, you just chose not to.
Oh, you'd think so, but much like with retakes, it takes a while to get to that point.
Although I have to say, Tom, this is your own fault for choosing a game that neither me or THD have much experience in.
My birthday month, my rules.
Are you gonna do something cute for my birthday month?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, well, Transformers Devastation, maybe.
Well, buy me the game, you asshole. Yeah, that's right, buy me a game for your birthday.
I don't think you know how birthdays work. See, that's one of the good things that America changed when we separated ourselves from the Union. We made birthdays correct.
Ah, okay. You still got dates wrong. You do month, day, year. Day, month, year works so much better.
I don't see how.
Ugh, whatever. Just enjoy the atmosphere, the ambience.
Luigi, we found another mansion.
And remind me to make my films to watch on Halloween list as well. Beetlejuice is going on there, a little bit of a Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf. Don't start Hell Dragon. I know it's garbage, but I love it anyway.
Well, you're allowed to like bad things. I like Ghoul School, even though it's completely fucking terrible.
Yeah. I don't know why. Reluctant Werewolf was always a favourite of mine. Get ready to hear all that and more again when we actually do Mad Monster Mansion proper, by the way. You know how much I like redoing things. Okay, guys, get ready for a scare next time. It's time for the horror level in Mad Monster Mansion. See you then.